this is not the way that I wanted today to go. To feed sheep, noticed that one of the baby dolls didn't come down. Apologize for the footage. This is on my phone. It looks like these two guys here were born just recently. Hey, so this one here is kind of struggling. I'm gonna get some power punch, some towels, and see if I can help out. Help the mom do her job.
Is this one trying to stand up? Has he been trying to stand up?
This one hasn't. This one was right here, and this one was laying over there. So this one was born first. It just, I don't know if she didn't clean it off well enough.
Did she discard it?
No, I mean, they were both right here in the area. I just don't know, I just don't think she cleaned it off well enough, so it wasn't.
That one's soaking wet. Can you tell if its airways are clear?
It's breathing. Seem to be.
Like at a normal pace, because this one is like super, like glazed over eyes.
Yeah.
Do her eyes look alert?
I mean, not as alert as I would like to be, but I mean, they were just born, so it could take them a minute, but they should definitely be.
Like how long ago were they born?
I'm gonna guess 20 minutes. These had only been born for just probably under 20-30 minutes, maybe even closer to like 10, and this one just didn't make it. It didn't have many signs of life. It was breathing a little bit. It had been cleaned off a little bit, but I don't really think there's anything we could have done. Sometimes they're just not born properly. It could have been, it looked like it was the first one born, so she could have just been in labor for too long. Sometimes something goes wrong with that. So we don't know. This was a little ewe, and the other one, the other twin, is a little ram. So it sucks, but you know, Rachel and I got up here pretty quick, and there's just nothing we can do. So this one did not make it. That one is doing okay. I wouldn't say they're doing great. So we've got the mom eating. She's gonna come in here. We'll watch her and make sure that she does her job, because not really encouraged by the first two lambs of the year having problems. Might seem kind of inhumane to leave this one in here, but sometimes if they lose one and you take it away too early, then they'll spend all of their time looking for that one that's missing instead of focusing on the one that is okay. So we're gonna leave it in here until she gets settled. I'm gonna give the lamb this thing called Nursemate. You give it says 15 cc's. These are really small, so I'm gonna give them about a half a dose of that, and then it's supposed to kind of prime them to be looking for colostrum. Also gives them just a little bit of nutrition until they start getting the colostrum. If you don't know what colostrum is, it's the first couple days of milk that come from the mom. It's a little thicker, it's a little more potent with vitamins and things that they need, really high fat content.
There's just no fight. No try.
Its heart rate's good though. Come here. There you go.
Come on, baby.
It's just still too weak, but it's gonna be okay. Come on, Mama. Come on. Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Come on. Come on, Mama. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. She's having another one.
Queenie again? Come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. You want some sucker? Come on, babe. No? Come on. Come on. Ah.
Probably dead for 30 minutes inside. So this is one of those days that makes you want to sell your farm and do easy stuff like the rest of the world. Queenie has now had triplets, 3 lambs, 2 little black ones and a white one. And the white one was stillborn. Probably about 30 minutes after the other 2. I could tell she was struggling. And as soon as it started coming out, I tried to help get it out of her, but there's no signs of life. It looks like it's probably been gone for since she started labor. So it was stillborn. The other one was born and then didn't make it. And then we've still got this little guy who is frankly not acting like he should. Usually when a lamb's born, they get cleaned off. It takes, maybe 30 minutes and they are showing signs of activity. They might not get up and run around at first, but they're showing signs of activity, and within an hour they should be doing stuff. This one's not. So I'm gonna watch her just to make sure she doesn't have quads. She's trying to clean off the one that was born, which sucks. I mean, anyway, I don't know, man. It's very frustrating. Hopefully this isn't a pattern we follow for lambing season. But to be fair, Queenie is extremely fat. So you can see she's trying to clean off the one that was stillborn. So, but she's perpetually heavy. We feed her the same as everybody else. We even try to kind of keep her out of the feed sometimes, and she's just a big body. So her big body combined with triplets, I'm guessing they just kind of got squeezed out. When she started going into contractions, they couldn't make it. So I'm glad my kids aren't here, because this is one of those things they don't really need to be a part of. Honestly, they know what happens. We won't lie to them. We'll tell them what happened. But to have those little lambs born lifeless is just flat devastating. You work all year. You try to do your best for these animals. And then when things like that happen, it's terrible. So these are those bad sides of farming and ranching that I feel kind of obligated to show as a YouTuber, because people are like, oh yeah, let's get some cute lambs from on Instagram, and unfortunately sometimes it doesn't work out. All right, it's been about 2 hours. We had triplets, and the first one that was born died shortly after birth. By the time Rachel and I found it, it just wasn't doing well. It was still breathing. We tried to help it out, but it didn't make it. The second one is pretty weak, still alive. He's a little ram. And the third one was stillborn. So I had to help it come out of the birth canal. My theory at this point is that the ewe was too fat and all 3 of them got stuck in the birth canal for too long. Possibly that the water bag broke and they just didn't get enough oxygen quick enough. So for this third one, I'm gonna give him a bottle of this meal replacement. The ewe isn't refusing to nurse, but the ram can't stand up. So rather than holding it in place, trying to get it to nurse, I'm just gonna put this in a bottle, try to feed it, and see if I can get it some nutrition, get it some energy going that way. All right, he's definitely interested important when you're doing this, make sure they are actually sucking, not just letting it get into their mouth, because if it's just going into their mouth, they could drown. So make sure they're actually pulling on the bottle. He took about 3.5 ounces of the colostrum replacer. He would have taken more, but you gotta be very careful with bloat with these little guys. Basically, he's starving. So he could have been malnourished inside the womb. And I can already tell his energy is kind of spiking up, getting that nutrition in there. I'm gonna try to keep him warm. Try to keep him calm, and then let that do its thing. Then I'll put him down and see if he can walk. So sometimes things happen in life, and you just have to push pause. I was supposed to teach classes tonight. Zeke has his first middle school dance that I was supposed to chaperone. We have a big competition this weekend I need to get a lot of things ready for, and need to be loading chickens because we are going to a farm swap tomorrow at Beeline Feed with Paragon Ridge Ranch. But when this little guy was born, along with the other two that didn't make it, I had to stop what I was doing. And you have to put life first, not your own life, but the life of others, because these animals are in my care. They're under my umbrella of protection. So I'm just hanging out up here. It's kind of peaceful. I don't get to sit by myself a lot, but I'm also still pretty concerned because he's not able to stand up. He's trying, but he hasn't been able to yet. So I'm going to stay with him, possibly feed him another bottle here in just a little bit. And once he can get where he can stand up, I'll try to let him nurse off of his mom. She's at least showing interest still. She isn't abandoning him. I just don't think that they had enough nutrition to keep their energy up. And the one that was stillborn, I don't know how long it had been gone in utero, but it didn't make it. So we need to get his nutrition levels up, his energy levels up, so that he can stand. And then I think mom will allow him to nurse because she is still showing interest. She just kind of knows at this point there's nothing she can do. All right, so I just came up here and check on him, and he is starting to walk a little bit, which is a great sign. Still a little wobbly, but the fact that he can stand up is amazing. Hey, bud. Hey. Hey, come here. Hi. We're gonna name him Seuss. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, here. Hi. Hi. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. Good boy. Let's clean your face off. Yeah. There you go. You can pet him.
I want to pet him again.
Very little. Okay.
Hey, Jags, 500.
No, it's nice. You can name Snowflake's baby Jack's 500. Rest.
Goodbye. Goodbye. He's doing it. I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going like to that baby.
So it's 5:30 in the morning. Came out and checked him in the middle of the night. He was doing okay. So we're going up here this morning. This is kind of a big test because let's see if he made it through the night. See if he's walking. See him out here, so let's be inside. Where is he? There he is. Hey, Bub. Hey, Bubba, you made it. Come here. Let's take him inside here. Hey. You look like you're doing better, Bubba. Got some energies, huh? Got some energy. All right, we gave him 4 more ounces of the colostrum replacer. Seems like he's walking a little better. Seems like Mom's doing pretty good. So obviously it's gonna be quite a little journey for this guy. I named him Seuss because this was Dr. Seuss week, because it's Dr. Seuss's birthday at school. Obviously I'm kind of a sucker for lyricists and things like that. I love Dr. Seuss. I think it's fun. I think it's creative. And I guess something in one of his books said something, and they took the Dr. Seuss away from Dr. Seuss week, and now they just call it like Reading Across America. Well, I don't think that's right. I think Dr. Seuss deserves his place in American schools. So I named this little lamb Dr. Seuss. So after a long day yesterday, really disappointing day, it was sure nice to walk up here this morning and hear his little voice, see him moving around, and see that he's doing better. He's on the uphill climb for sure. So we just got back from a livestock swap meet and farmers market at Paragon Ridge Ranch's feed store, Beeline Feed, out on Highway 75, just south of Sepulpa where we live here. And got here, was kind of worried about the little baby, but as you can see, he is doing great. He's up and moving around. So when I walked up here, I could hear that he was banging or bleating, making noises, which is good. He was walking around. He's still a little wobbly. He's still obviously very fragile, but he was trying to nurse. I haven't seen him nurse naturally yet, but he is trying, and the mom is standing for him. So I'll keep working with him, trying to see if he can figure that out. These baby dolls are really low to the ground, so it's kind of an awkward motion. They have to get down on their knees, their front knees, to be able to nurse. And I don't know if he's strong enough to really get in that position, but I'm going to keep encouraging him, showing him what to do, and I want to keep giving him a bottle just to supplement. But I could tell from yesterday he would have taken as much of a bottle as I could have given him, and you have to be careful not to give them too much or they get what's called bloat. But that was yesterday, and now today, whenever I just fed him this bottle, he only took about 1.5 ounces, which is a good sign to me, because that means that, you know, his body is getting some nutrition and he's not just craving everything that he can get. So if we can keep down this path, I think he'll be in good shape. We've got a big storm. You can probably hear that wind. We've got a big storm coming in tonight, so we'll need to keep a close eye on him, and also on the other ewes. Looking one over here that's kind of acting weird, which could possibly mean that they're getting ready to have lambs also. We don't want them to have lambs during the storm, and if they do, we need to bring them inside very quickly. So we will just be on high alert for the next few days. But after yesterday, which was a really bad, frustrating day, this morning things went well. Things went well with little Seuss. I took Zeke to a farm swap, and he was able to not only make a lot of money, but also learn a lot of lessons. We were able to talk about sales and about, you know, just interacting with people and some of the benefits of things like that. So teaching him to be a business owner and entrepreneur is very rewarding for me as a parent. Also, I was able to see some friends. Saw Chrissy, obviously in the Shulin and crew from Paragon Ridge Ranch. David from Come On Homestead was driving through, but looks like he was flying. He looked a little tired. So David, if you're watching this, man, get some rest. But it was good to see him. He's kind of moving up here into our area. not too far away. The Crockers, Jason and Jared, were both there with the little puppies that we gave them, so it's cool to see them. And then a lot of good people, met a lot of people, made some connections. Some people we had seen before, we had seen, you know, interacted with online, and some people we had never met before. So it was a good day. Today was a good day. Yesterday was a bad day, and that's kind of the way it goes on a farm. You got ups and downs. Hopefully you have more ups than you have downs. Hopefully today's an up day for you. Okay, a little day 3 update here. Just to close out the video, I want to let you guys know that I am sitting here watching little Seuss, and he is nursing just fine with his mom, which is a great thing because that means that we don't have to bottle feed him. Bottle feeding a baby is fun for a little while. It's super cute, but it also severely increases their risk of not surviving. So it's always best for them to be with their mom if at all possible. It's always best for them to get, you know, natural nutrition, and that way their mom protects them, the ewe looks after them, make sure everything is going well. And so we are very excited that he is nursing and that he is doing much better than he was yesterday. He's growing, and that's great.